Hello, my name is Shawn Edmondson, and I'm from Seattle, Washington, where I'm the CEO of a company called Iris Connect. And today I want to talk to you about how video is being used to transform teacher professional development and also being used to help teachers become experts at adaptation. I'm sure the audience is a very diverse group of people from all over the country with lots of different backgrounds, but I think that we all share a deep interest in student success. I started working in education about 17 years ago as a doctoral student, interested in improving student success. And when I was considering research topics for my dissertation, I decided I wanted to work on the most important thing. And so I started reading the research to find out what matters most when it comes to student success. And what I learned is that of all the things that we can control in the educational system, teachers matter most. What a teacher says and does in their classroom each day has a bigger impact on student achievement than any other factor in the school system that we can influence. So teachers matter the most, but they also matter a lot. The research shows that if we have two students who both start at age 8 at the 50th percentile of academic performance, and over the next 3 years, one student has high-performing teachers and the other student has low-performing teachers, by the time they are age 11, there will be a 53 percentile point difference in their academic performance. And tragically, this deficit is most likely irreversible. Now, I'm trained as a researcher and evaluator, and if you know anything about us, we love our logic models. Logic models are helpful because they show the causal connections between things. So here's the logic model for my dissertation. It's pretty simple. Now let's work backwards from our shared goal of student achievement. Student achievement depends on teaching quality, and then teaching quality depends on the professional development that those teachers receive. So there we have it. My dissertation topic, I wanted to research how to improve teacher professional development. So imagine my surprise when I learned that for the most part, and this is true all over the world, the research shows that teacher professional development is largely ineffective. So I really couldn't believe this critical aspect of our educational system is broken. But how is it broken? The problem is that it's often not designed to address teachers' unique, individual professional learning needs. It's delivered in the form of short, one-off experiences, usually workshops. It's not embedded in the classrooms and the teacher's daily work, and it's often focused exclusively on building teachers' knowledge. Now, building teachers' knowledge is essential, but in isolation, it won't enable teachers to actually transfer that knowledge into their teaching practice. In fact, the research shows that without additional support, less than 5% of teachers will actually transfer the knowledge that they've learned into their teaching. So professional development is often ineffective because it doesn't support teachers to transfer what they're learning into their teaching practice. This is a problem because just knowing isn't enough. That knowledge has to actually change teaching in order to have an impact on student achievement. We call this the know-do gap, and it's one of the largest problems facing teacher professional development. In fact, it's a problem facing lots of professions. If you search for the term know-do gap in the healthcare industry, you'll find many articles dedicated to the topic as well. Now, let's go back and expand our logic model. If professional development is going to actually improve student achievement, it has to not only impact teacher knowledge, it has to support teachers to transfer that knowledge into their classrooms. Increasing teacher knowledge is necessary, but alone it's insufficient. So to bridge that gap, we need to have effective professional development. So what does effective professional development actually look like? Meta-analyses, which look at hundreds of research studies on effective professional development, show that to be effective, it has to provide teachers with several critical experiences: modeling, practice, feedback, collaboration, and coaching. These experiences should be individualized, ongoing, and job embedded. When all of these experiences are provided together, then the know-do gap is bridged and teachers are able to put their knowledge into practice. So the question is, why don't more schools provide teachers with the experiences that make their PD effective? Well, schools just aren't designed that way. Teachers aren't given enough time. Their schedules don't allow for it, and observations and coaching often require travel. So here I have a great topic for my dissertation: a huge challenge facing a critical component of our educational system. Now, all I needed was a solution. With funding from the U.S. Department of Education, I prototyped technology to overcome these challenges and conducted a research study to demonstrate that it works. And then over the past 15 years, this technology has been refined and is now called Iris Connect. Iris Connect enables teachers to record video of their classrooms, which is automatically uploaded to our web platform, where they can reflect on their teaching practice, share their videos with others, to collaborate and to receive feedback, and ultimately improve their teaching. The way our technology works is that teachers record their classrooms using a mobile app. You can install that mobile app onto your own personal device, a phone or a tablet, or you can use one of our portable shareable kits. The kits contain 2 tablets with cameras and 2 Bluetooth microphones. Once your classroom teaching has been recorded, your video is automatically uploaded to our web platform. And on the web platform, you can comment on the video using time-stamped comments. You can also create customized rubrics and observation forms, like the class observation rubric. You can edit videos and even anonymize videos. Using this technology, teachers now have easy access to all the experiences that make professional development effective. Video libraries for modeling, self-reflection, video-based professional learning communities, and even peer coaching are all possible. Iris Connect is being used by more than 2,500 organizations around the world for teacher pre-service training, ongoing professional development, and even to record classrooms for program evaluation and research. There's another way that video is enabling teachers to be more effective as well. And to explain, I want to tell you the story about 2 astronauts. In 2012, these 2 astronauts on the International Space Station discovered a malfunctioning switching unit. This is a device that distributes power from the solar arrays to the space station. So they had to do a spacewalk to replace this malfunctioning unit, but there was a problem. Metal shavings had accumulated around a single bolt, locking it in place and making it impossible to replace the unit with the tools that they had on hand. So not a big deal. Astronauts are highly trained experts in every aspect of their $100 billion space station. They've received countless hours of training, and they have deep expertise and knowledge and the best tools available to solve these kinds of problems. But after an 8-hour spacewalk in which they attempted to solve the problem using their expertise and their existing tools, they were unable to fix it. Power to the space station was diminishing and the situation was getting critical. So they abandoned their existing routines and tools and began collaborating with NASA engineers on the ground to devise a solution that would loosen this bolt and complete the repair to save the space station. This is the solution that they came up with. It's a combination of random parts duct taped to a toothbrush from the crew quarters. They used this improvised tool to remove the metal shavings that loosened the bolt, allowing them to complete the repair, and a $100 billion space station was saved by a $3 toothbrush. This is a scenario where none of the astronauts' expertise, existing solutions, training, or tools could solve a novel problem. Fortunately, in addition to being routine experts, that is, experts at solving the problems that typically come up, astronauts and NASA engineers are also trained to be experts at adaptation. They were able to set aside their routine expertise to acknowledge that their existing solutions were not working, and then able to adapt their tools and knowledge to solve this novel problem. Teachers are a little bit like astronauts. Both astronauts and teachers need deep domain expertise. Teachers have to deeply understand the content that they're teaching. They must also have deep expertise in pedagogy to understand how students typically struggle and to be familiar with the strategies for helping them learn. When these 2 types of knowledge, content and pedagogical knowledge, and lots of practice are put together, teachers become routine experts. That is, they can apply their content and pedagogical knowledge in the classroom efficiently. It becomes automatic or routine. But your typical classroom can also be a lot like the cold vacuum of space. You have to expect the unexpected. Teachers are constantly faced with the unexpected. There are changes in the curriculum and teaching standards. Students and their needs are constantly changing, and teachers must be able to adjust and differentiate in order to meet their needs. So, like the astronauts on the space station, teachers have to recognize when their routine expertise is failing them and when to adapt to solve these novel problems. This graph shows the relationship between innovation and efficiency. Routine experts, they're efficient. They're really good at performing a specific set of skills in response to familiar challenges. They can perform those skills efficiently, but only if the context doesn't change. However, routine experts can be limited in their inflexibility. The problem with being a routine expert is that the context is always changing. Whether you're an astronaut on the space station or a classroom teacher, unexpected events require you to abandon what used to work and to develop new solutions. In contrast to routine experts, individuals with adaptive expertise can work efficiently, but they're also flexible and innovative in how they apply their procedural knowledge. Because we can't abandon efficiency. If all you've got is innovation, then you're a frustrated novice, just flailing around, trying new things all the time. For teachers, being able to efficiently apply classroom management and pedagogical knowledge is important, but to be effective, they must complement that efficiency with the ability to adapt. There's an ideal balance between being innovative and being efficient. This optimal adaptability corridor is the sweet spot where the adaptive expert lives. To be adaptive experts, teachers need to be constantly asking and answering these questions. Are my current teaching practices effective? Has anything changed? And if so, how can I adapt to those changes? And then finally, are the adaptations that I've implemented actually working? And we believe that the most effective and efficient way to answer these questions is by using video. Whether they're implementing a new curriculum or a new active learning teaching strategy, teachers need to be asking themselves these questions every day. Now let's flash back to where we started, our logic model. We said that if we improve teacher professional development, that would improve teaching quality, which would then improve student achievement. The question is, do we have any evidence that's actually happening? In 2023, the U.S. Department of Education's Institute for Education Sciences published their findings from a $16 million randomized controlled trial experimental study. Teachers in the experimental group in this study received coaching using Iris Connect alongside Teachstone's My Teaching Partner coaching program. What they found is that video coaching improved student achievement by the equivalent of 2 additional months of instruction. In addition, video was also found to be more cost-effective and provided unique benefits. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, please reach out to me at Shawn, S-H-A-W-N, at irisconnect.com.